The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions attacking-wise can
And there's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Costa Curta. Nicely weighted ball. Diouf delivers the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yamal. Now it's Messi. That's the throw. Alexander-Arnold. And the shot's on here. Bellingham. Duke. And he cuts out the supply. Not the most convincing of passes. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. Lovely feet. Yamal. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now this could be a chance. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Vicious ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Alexander-Arnold. Uno. Tries to play it through. Now it's Alvarez. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Yamal. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Dink through. Diouf. Diouf. He's shot at goal! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Nepal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Nepal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Nepal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. France have the chance to go the other way. Nepal leading them, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Now it's takes a shot! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score! And that is all they have time for. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen towards patience and discipline from their players now.
Coming on the field is
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Tries from distance. Now, what about a counter-attack? Juke. Oh, that's fabulous. Strong running down that left flank. Now, that is a hefty challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kimmich cuts it out. Nepal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh no, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And he was alert to it. And here's Yamal. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. A lot hinges on this one. The comeback is complete. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
France have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
substitution on the field. Number 11,
Nepal are making a change now.
Lieri. Number 8, Rui Costa. Coming on the field, number 20, Mbappe. Number 10,
Nepal may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Batistuta makes a dash for it.
Nepal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that's been won straight back.
Nepal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Caught offside that time. And here's Mbappe. Closing in on Mbappe! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's quick to return it. It's a sharp pass. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show. Nepal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Knocks it into space.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Rivaldo. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. And a chance! It's a goal! Two up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the...
And that is that. Nepal, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
I've got to pick James Rodriguez. They're a good left feet, and then there's the one the Colombian's lucky to have. He's in the elite lefties club, which unfortunately I never got near, but he can pick passes most of his peers can't even see.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And this is Vieri, and he's got away from him. Now, Rui Costa! Rui Costa! assist.
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet, and the through ball. He's on it, can he get away? He's found a way through. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Xabi Alonso. Into the channel. Not the most accurate pass. Nepal currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Son Heung-min is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Defending of the desperate variety. Australia have it back and can go again. Can he get on the end of this? Look at the great chance! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Australia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going. Nepal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after loss. Goes for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Turan. Danny Olmo. He's having a hit! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And it's James Rodriguez. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
There will be
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's let fly. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them in the way they've looked in transition. Peter, they've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Nepal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Vieri.
So we're off again.
11,
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
It's Son Heung-min! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Can he finish? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Nepal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Batistuta. Lam is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Looking for the... Tries a shot! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He is just caressing the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, super find. And the shot!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Delivery from Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Son Heung-min was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Substitution in progress.
And he whips it in. Keeper's dealt with that.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Played into space.
Has been indicated.
He's shifting through the gears here. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings the power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ambitious ball here. Juve. Juve! Delicious from Juve!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar venturing down the left. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And Torres! Nepal already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Oh, well played, well played. Ronaldinho. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read. Looking to play him in. Cristiano Ronaldo! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Looking for options for movement.
Brazil definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And this is Vieri. Oh, this looks sharp. So just a one early goal to report so far. And this is Ronaldo. Shoots! And he's stuck it away. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Brazil restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Foot in. No foul, says the referee. And this is Ronaldo. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution. He's having a pop! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Unai Simon herring after the ball here. And it's Gerrard. Oh, he's having a go! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Impressive jump off the post. But he's left disappointed.
O'Shea certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gerrard. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Number 9, Vieri. Number 15, Scholes. Number 14, Neymar.
And so we're off again.
Field, number 10, Batistuta.
And the return pass.
Number 21,
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that is a hefty challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Chris Chance! And he's done it!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Brazil with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's Lahm. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. It's a good foot in there. Xabi Alonso really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it...
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Great ball if he can get there. Shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution in progress.
So, third corner of the game. Nepal are looking to go forward now. Now that's well seen too. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Well, it's roll! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So their fourth corner of the game. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's got the beating of his man.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Torres is onto this. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Torres. Threads one in, and that pass just didn't quite work. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Raul. Applies the finish!
Has been indicated.
Oh, that is rather wayward. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And this is Batis, and he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that is as far as it goes. Nepal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Deftly away. And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal. Diouf. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Right card, kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Quick. Oh, what has happened here? And now they can clear their lines.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Yamal makes a move down the right. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He is just caressing the ball. Messi is the team's great visionary. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. Closing in on goal. Bonucci did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid.
He's having a shot! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Perez. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. That's good running with the ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Driving on and making good progress. Yamal. Nakata. And they can counter here. Ferran Torres.
That was lovely, that.
He's shifting through the gears. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Making their way home on public transportation
So neither
today,
side
please
gets
watch the
off the
screen
mark.
for train
Well,
departure
this will
times
have given
from
them
all
a
local
chance to
major
look for
stations.
any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
So, off we go again. So, the first half brought no goals. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. That is good alertness. Tries to play it through. Koundé, Nepal, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Zanetti is there to clear. And it's Perez. And here's Messi. Looking for the run. Great vision. Chips it through. Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Perez. Perez going face-to-face with his great rival. There's the header! Well taken goal. And we have liftoff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Nepal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Looking for options for movement. And the pass is intercepted. Yamal! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Wriggles his way through, and the shots! And that could come back to haunt them.
Lamine Yamal absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Substitution.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And he's only too happy to take that back. Ferran Torres powering forward here. Nepal moments now away from seeing this one out. And it's made its way to him. And he's quick to get rid.
Has been indicated.
And that's been won straight back. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20.
Desperate defending required here.
Number 18. Yamal. Number 7. Hirotoshi Nakata. Number 8. Here's Due. Number 10. Danny Olmo. Coming on the field. Number 11.
And that's it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
Rijkaard deals with that comfortably.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Perez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass is just off target. Yamal. Jupe. Bullet. Looking for the run.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
And here's Yamal. Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Romero can get it clear. And it's Hullet. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. That has been cut short. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Unai Simon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Kadiolu is always looking to play quality balls. Jupe is the key defender on that occasion. Spread neatly. And the ball is out of play. He's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, good-looking ball. Kadiolu. He's a sharp little ball here. Diouf. Costa Curta. Yamal. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Nepal really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Threads one in. Hullet. In by Hullet. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Just eases him off the ball. Perez. And the pass is intercepted. Cavani. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because...
He's had a shot! It's loose and... Oh, he's been... And again! Robertson with the clearance. Ronaldinho. A good play on the left-hand side here. Duke gets into a good position. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Cavani.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard.
Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 11.
So
Cavani.
changes afoot here,
Number
and from
18,
both sides.
Ronaldinho. Number 25. Hullet. Number 15.
Gerrard getting this one
Number
clear.
3. Gabriel. Coming on the
They'll
field.
have one final
Number
crack at
14,
it.
Massaro. Number 13. Iniesta.
It's really well cleared.
Number 17. Desiree Doué. Number
And here's
19,
Neymar.
Gerrard.
Neymar stood
Number
his ground.
6.
Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! A finish right from the top draw. And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The lightness of step, the shapes to shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Wan-Bissaka.
has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Great vision. Duke in acres of space out wide. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Nepal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Neymar voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Is currently being displayed on the
Nepal
screen.
have... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection.
And the shot! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Nepal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Messi.
That was lovely, that.
Juve. It's come to nothing. No way through. Now, can they get him away? Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Nepal restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can...
Fulan! Fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And again they hit the front. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Milan leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ronaldinho. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Forlan. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Villa. He's having a shot!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now then, the ball's come loose. Perez. And he's straight offside. And it's Perez. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And here's Ronaldinho. So a temporary halt to the action. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Dembele. Coming on to replace
Here is the
him
first touch of the second half.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Perez. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, great feat, that.
Driving forward. Deftly away. Referee has just said play on. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Nepal needing a change of fortune here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now there's a fight. And Messi! And again! It's always been caught. In he goes again!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Perez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Nepal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Nicely aimed pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Juke. Can he get it through? Picked up, shot a goal! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Nepal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 21, Yamal. Number 10, Perez. Number 19, El Haj Diouf. Number 22, Messi. Coming on the field, number
Oh, that one's
13,
going nowhere.
Neymar. Number 5, Vinicius Junior. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 14,
It's a lovely, neat pass.
Substitution.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Tries to play it through, and it's made its way to him. Looking to play him in.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock.
Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Wow! He's got himself an absolute peach. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that.
And that's it. Nepal were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Yamal running with the ball. And Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! A finish right from the top draw. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a break. Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Milan have their second corner now. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, they can break here. Nepal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's shifting. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Dembele. And this is Messi. Lovely pass, but can he... There's the shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in...
Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yamal. Now it's Shevchenko. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Dembele. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Neymar. Neymar! What a hit. The save was firm.
Well, talking about playing into your...
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Nepal will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up.
Substitution.
So we're off again. He won't be happy with that one.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Where it came from. It's Pele! And he hits the net! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Milan may be down, but not out just yet. Now it's Messi. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And claimed it back swiftly. Costa Curta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Joe! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Nepal, palpably stronger. Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nepal could be danger here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Duke stood his ground strongly. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Duke! And it's in. They are playing them off the park. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Nepal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's got away from him. Perez had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Xavi Alonso.
This is the time you need that pace.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Duke voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble, and Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you?
His performance against Madrid's other team was just stunning, especially when you look back that they played him 6 times the previous season and didn't win once. So he just took them apart with his usual ruthless efficiency.
Well-timed, excellent interception. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Yamal. Goes down, but nothing given. That's been cut out, well played. Good running, strong and purposeful. Rijkaard. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi gets flagged offside. And that's a throw-in. Cannavaro. Rummenigge. It's a searching pass. "30 minutes gone. Great vision. Messi. And Messi! It's there! The first significant strike. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Al-Qadiyah are in front now, the game's only goal. Well, Rummenigge, he shapes to shoot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession. And
Son Heung-min! That caused a fair bit of alarm.
a good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Rummenigge played through into space. Oh, played through for the wide man.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Perez. To Gerrard. Perez. Juve. And it's Gerrard. Now, can they get him away? He's having a shot! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Nepal were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Please report to the
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing...
There's the shot! It's a goal! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And Messi! Oh, wonderful, them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. So a chance here, what can they make of it? Looking here to alter the direction of the game. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Son. And the shot! Nicely aimed pass.
Son Heung-min clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That is good alertness. Knocks it into space. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is a brilliant interception. And he can thump it away. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Searching pass he's played there. Tries to pass it through. And this is Messi. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nice interception, well timed. Dembele being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
It's a threatening ball. Rijkaard. Passes short and sharp. Is there any support? He might not need it. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Perez. Juve, who does have an assist to his name. A heavy challenge.
2 added minutes has been
Confirmation that
indicated.
there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Great, riveting